Good morning, grade ones. Today is Sunday, June 28th, 2020, and I am here for your language lesson today. So we will start off with phonics today. If you are at the start of phase 4, you're going to be working on words with adjacent consonants. So in the alphabet, we have vowels. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, and all of the other letters are consonants. So today you're going to practice the sounds that are made when there are two consonants beside each other. So for example, in the word damp, the letters M and P at the end of the word damp make the mp sound. In the word tent, the consonants N and T at the end make the nt sound. So t and nt. Okay, so you're practicing sounding out those words where you have consonants together. For phase 4 today, you have a dictation sentence. So if you would like to pause the video, go and get your pencil and your home learning book or a piece of paper to write on, this is your sentence for today. Are you fond of plums? Are you fond of plums? So think about that sentence. It is a question, so you need to add something special at the end of that question sentence. So that is for the middle of phase 4. And if you are phase 5, you're going to practice adding the suffix ER to the end of different words. So for example, the word kind. You might say that she is a very kind person. If you add if you add the letters ER to the word kind, the word changes. It still has a similar meaning, but you use that word in a different way. So for phase 5 today, you're going to practice adding the suffix ER to different words. So you can practice by going on to phonics play. So both phase 4, the start of phase 4, and phase 5, you can go on to phonics play to practice these words today. For your tricky words today, if you would like to practice the mild tricky words, the words are day, did, and get. The medium tricky words are found, study, and still. And the spicy tricky words are list, song, and bean. So if you want to, you can practice all of these words. You can choose mild, medium, spicy, and only do one of those challenges. You can practice writing these words in sentences. You can practice writing them in bubble letters. You can write them forwards, backwards. Maybe you can write them in chalk or on a whiteboard. It is completely up to you how you would like to practice them. Maybe you would like to listen to this video again, pause it, and give yourself a little spelling test. See if you know how to spell these words properly. So that is all for phonics today. Moving on to reading, you're going to practice answering comprehension questions about stories that you have read. So you will be logging on to Bug Club, which we have been doing a lot, so we should be very familiar with that. And make sure that you click on the bugs along the way. So all of your teachers will be logging on to Bug Club. We can see who is reading, what you are reading, and how you are answering all of the questions. So make sure that you answer the questions as you go, and make sure that you're reading for meaning. So as you're reading, you're really paying attention to the story, to what is happening. You're thinking about what is happening as you are reading, and that will help you to answer the comprehension questions. So for an extra challenge for reading, you can write 3 questions of your own based on the story that you have read. So when you finish the story, you're answering questions along the way. You can think of 3 questions that maybe you would ask a brother or a sister, or maybe a mom or dad or an aunt or uncle. So think about some questions that you could ask about that story, and you could even find someone in your home to read the story and answer your questions as well. So moving on to writing today, because we have our grade 1 assembly, I will tell you about your writing task now. So you're going to write an acrostic poem today. So today you will be remembering your favorite memories of grade 1 in the form of an acrostic poem. So you can either pick a word or a phrase to go with each letter for the word grade 1. So I will give you an example of an acrostic poem. You may remember that we wrote acrostic poems before, but this was quite a while ago, so it's okay if you do not remember. So when we write an acrostic poem, you write the topic of the poem going up and down. So this is called vertically. So you write the title, going vertically. So our title or our topic is grade 1. Then you need to write horizontally, so each row, something about grade 1 that starts with that letter. So I'm starting with the letter G. Grade 1. When I think of grade 1, something that starts with the letter G, I'm going to write great time because I've had a great time in grade 1 this year. So I'm going to write just a couple of words, great time. So maybe you will only write great, maybe you'll write good, maybe you'll write get up early. Maybe you thought for grade 1 you had to get up too early. So something that starts with G that is connected to grade 1. The next letter is R. So I'm going to think about something about grade 1 that starts with an R. I know, I'm going to write really fun because it has been a really fun year. I know it's been kind of strange teaching and learning virtually over these past few months, but hopefully you've still had a really fun year. Then you're going to go on to the next letter, and each letter you're going to write either a word or a short phrase, so like a short sentence, connected to grade 1. Okay, and when you are finished with your acrostic poem, you can take a picture of it and post it on Seesaw for your teacher to see as well. So we're starting to think about our time in grade 1 today, thinking about what has happened, thinking about some of our favorite memories and what our experience in grade 1 was like. So those are all of your language challenges for today. I hope you enjoy your final Sunday of grade 1, and I will see you again tomorrow.